I view this little Adams, North Adams area as a small, what's the word, microcosm of what's happened in the country. I ran across one of my neighbors who grew up here and about my age, said when I was 19 years old, I could quit a job in one mill and go get a job in another mill. No problem. That was it. That was the way of life. And when you mention, and I know I don't mean to dig on Mass MoCA, I think it's great, I think that's wonderful, they're doing great things, but what the townspeople will tell you is, oh yeah, well, you know, Sprague Electric hired 5,000 people, you know, how many people are they hiring now? You know, that's what you get. That's what you're kind of up against. And it's a hard nut to crack. A lot of these people have had economic hardship for 30 years because that mill closed 30 years ago. So there is a certain callus that's formed that you're going to have to chip away at. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, it's going to take work, it's going to take trust building, it's going to, you know, come on in, have a little meeting here, come on in, you know, do a little event here, you know, get people involved. And then I think they would become involved. And you know, there's some people that have had no exposure to the arts at all. They went to work at the factory, came home and watched, you know, the nightly news. So, but I just think that this could be a way of bringing a community together and bridging those two fly-in type people with the town folk who, you know, just felt that the rug was pulled out. A space would be nice, which this would be. And quite frankly, I do have an interest in establishing my own theater, but it wouldn't be my own theater. I see a theater as a community activity. And one of the things I observed in whether it's Williamstown or MoCA or what happens down south, is that a lot of people come to this area, they fly in, they parachute in, they have their dinner, they spend their weekend, they head out. And having been here for 8 years, I've talked to a lot of local people as well, and they don't feel invested in that. And I think what something like this could do would be to bridge that gap, because the arts are universal, and if you could do something that's locally produced with local people, whatever their talent level, whatever their skill level, just that they're excited to do it, that would be the goal of having a theater here. But in reality, I don't see this building as just a theater. I see it as more of a community center. I mean, you could have crafts fairs, Rotary meetings, weddings, you know, multi-use. You could have the stage configured in many different ways with platforms that could, you know, flatten the rake of the stage down or make a rake of the stage, change the seating. You have other rooms in here. Greylock Glen, which I know nothing about, I'm not involved with, is apparently going to start building. Can you imagine what would happen if that place would blend with this place? You could actually have business meetings, business conventions. You know, you could. So I see it as a way to get the whole North County going, not just theater. But my interest is in theater, selfishly.